Hey guys, hey, I just want to do a little quick update video on my Rock Island Armory 1911. My original video on it, when I unveiled it, I showed how the trigger had a little catch in it. You'd start pulling the thing back and it would get hard, and then it would kind of get past this rough spot, and then, you know, it would fire. Well, I took the thing apart. I'm not no gunsmith, so I didn't start pulling out innards and, you know, pulling the triggers and stuff out, but I couldn't see anything that I could do to try and smooth that up. So today I got a wild hair and decided, you know, I'm going to try and take this. We have a mom and pop gun shop here in town, and they actually have a couple of gunsmiths in there. So I took it in to find out, you know, showed them what it was doing, and just told them, you know, I don't want to change the trigger pull on it. I don't want to lighten it up. I don't want a hair trigger. I could have potentially, you know, multiple different people shooting this, like my wife or whatever, people unfamiliar with firearms. So I didn't want a real hair trigger on it. So I just told him, you know, just leave the trigger alone and just smooth that thing out. So he did. And boy, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a difference. Night and day difference. There is nothing in the magazine, nothing in the chamber. The gun is safe. This thing before, and people can just look at, you know, my previous video on it, you can see whenever I would pull the trigger back, I'd start pulling and you'd actually hear a little click. It would kind of go click, and it'd get past that hard spot and then pull just a little bit more and boom, it would fire. Well, this thing now, I'm going to try and give you as good a light as I can here. There is virtually no take up now. I mean, you can see how much that's not moving. Okay, from that point right there, you pull this, I'm just putting pressure on it now, just pressure. Trigger's not moving at all. It's not creeping, nothing. It's just sitting there. Just keep pulling. I'm going pretty slow here. Trying not to. Okay. Boom. No take up, no creep. Just pull. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Dadgum grip safety again. As y'all probably know, I've said this is my first 1911. I got to get used to that dadgum grip safety. Just pull just a little bit. Boom. That right there is it. And it is smooth as silk. Man, it is unbelievable the difference. Took it into the guy, just dropped it off. About 3 hours later he called me and said, yeah, it's ready. I said, so how's that trigger? I said, is it smooth as butter? He said, it's better than that. And I got real excited, went in there, he gave it to me, I tried it. It's like, holy mackerel. Big difference. My point is yeah, I could have probably sent this back to Arms Corps, had their guy do it. You know, whether they'd pay the shipping or not, I don't know. I guess if I bitched enough, they probably would. But you're going to be out the gun, you know, probably for a couple of weeks. Take it to the post office, box it up, blah, blah, blah. For 30 bucks is what I paid to get this done. I had it back in 3 hours. Well worth it to me. So anyway, that's kind of an update on the trigger. He actually came out after he tore it apart, because I was still gawking around the gun store. He came out with the two pieces, and I don't know what the hell they are. I mean, he's talking Sears and this connection and that, and I just don't know. But he was showing me. He goes, you see how these two go together here, you know, blah, blah, blah. He said, right here's your problem, blah, blah, blah. I said, cool. He went back here and did his thing to it. Yeah. It's like a brand new gun. A totally different gun, I should say. The gun is brand new. But that trigger is just, it's phenomenal. And I asked him while I was in there, I said, you have any, like, rubber grips? You know, gunsmiths, they got all kinds of crap sitting around in the back. He goes, what kind of grip? Well, I didn't say rubber grips, I said grips. And he said, well, what kind do you want? And I said, rubber. And he said, boy, he goes, I don't think I have any rubber ones. He goes, let me go look. He came back out and said, he said, I got these Hogues here. You know, they're pretty thin. It definitely narrowed the grip of it. I like the feel of the rubber. This is never going to be a concealed carry gun, obviously. I mean, I guess some people do, but not me. But got these grips for $10. In good shape. I think that they did quite a bit for the look of the gun. I like the look of the black. You can see that there. Right there's the wood panels that were on it. I was hoping they would stay there. Yeah. Let me see. That's, you know, kind of what they looked like before. But the wood panels are not real thick, just a little thicker. But them Hogue panels right there are really, really thin. But anyhow, I tell you, I couldn't be more pleased with this. I mean, I'll be honest, with that trigger, it kind of had me bummed out. Because I've handled a few, I don't know, 3, 4 different Rock Islands and gun stores and stuff. And would feel the triggers on them. You know, they would allow me to dry fire them. And of course, the one that I get when I order it online has got that burr or whatever in there, and the trigger was not good. Like I say, you can see my previous video on this, and I show exactly what it was doing. So, problem solved. Some black rubber grips on there. Was going to go shooting this morning. Of course, we get up this morning to go shoot, and it's raining. Been raining on and off all day. We are now in our monsoon season up here in the high desert of Wyoming. Unbelievable. We're getting rain every day. It don't rain all day, but it'll rain like 8 times a day. So, I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I guess the chances of rain tomorrow is supposed to be a little less, so hopefully maybe I'll be able to go up and do some shooting. I also made another gun purchase today. I will do a video, just showing what it is. It is a relatively very popular gun. Nothing special, but just to keep you guys abreast. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate the new subscribers. A big thank you to MADBADVOODO. He gave me a shout out on his channel here a couple weeks ago, and I really, really do appreciate that. I'm sure anybody watching me probably knows who MADBADVOODO is. If you do not know who MADBADVOODO is, you ought to check him out. Really good guy. Alright, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. We will see you later.